This episode of We Like Shooting Double Tap is brought to you by Second Call Defense, Black Rhino Concealment, Polymer 80, SDI, and Patriot Patch Company.
Welcome to We Like Shooting Double Tap, episode 170, where we answer your questions, ask a few of our own, and touch base on gun industry news. Our panel tonight is the owner of River's Edge Tactical, Jeremy Paz, Derek. We've got the machine gun Moses, Aaron Krieger checking in. Very own Nick Lynch, not dead tonight. My name's Sean Heron, and I want to welcome you all to the show. Yes, we are ready. I choked on PBR.
Ew.
Yeah. What do you mean, ew? PBR is delicious.
No, it is not. It's delicious to like people who want to be hipsters. Back when? No, it's okay, man.
I don't know, man.
No, it's true.
I don't know. Actually, when I became, acquainted with PBR was when I was playing hockey. Like nothing was better at the bar with the guys after a hockey game.
Then you guys all made out because obviously you're drinking PBR.
No. Actually, we were at a trendy hipster college bar called, what was it called? Tony's.
With an I, right?
No. It was a rough place.
Mm-hmm.
A hateful place. It was full of lumberjacks.
Really drank out of dirty cups.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? Give me a Labatt Blue after hockey. That's the proper hockey.
Not guns.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Why?
I was just trying to make you stop, so I pressed any button that would work.
Okay.
Oh, hold on one sec. All right, so we're going to talk about Black Rhino Concealment first. They make holsters. Did you guys know that?
I did. Did you also know, Sean?
Yes.
That they made sunglasses once?
Okay, they had little tchotchke sunglasses made. They didn't make them. They were just marketing.
They built them.
I don't think they did, but they do make holsters. They make mag pouches. They make all kinds of stuff. I know our buddy Chris has been ordering some stuff, and I think he was not liking some Molly connections, and I was like, well, there's all kinds of. Was that what it was, Nick? I think.
Yeah, he had malice clips or something.
Oh, yeah. And so I showed him what I do with like Velcro on the back of my mag pouches to give me more Velcro on my 2-layer battle belt. And then Nick showed him his, and Nick's is really, really freaking cool. But Black Rhino Concealment holsters, mag pouches, and they have all kinds of different connectors. So if there's one you don't like, they can add tons of other different ones. Save money, blackrhinoconcealment.com. Coupon code WLSMOFO will get you discounts. And I go check them out.
Sean.
Wait. Yes, Aaron.
Someone said I look like the Sultan from Atlanta. Aladdin.
The Sultan from Atlanta.
And I'm wondering if it was the cartoon version or the live action version.
Probably.
I've not seen the live action one, but I'm hoping he's handsome.
No, he's not. But the cartoon, yeah, I can see it.
Wait, if I stand like this?
Yeah, in the cartoon, he looks exactly like Brian Posehn.
That's the one I was trying to remember his name the other day. You know, I know it's like something that has to do with the ocean.
You should have just looked in your wallet at your driver's license.
Because it was Brian Poseidon in my head. Like something that has to do with the ocean.
Exactly. How's everyone doing?
Good, man. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, 9:38 p.m. in the Eastern time zone.
Yeah, Michigan Standard Time.
I think it's still daylight outside here. Is it still daylight, Nick?
Not really. No.
So the sun sets around 7:30 now here.
7:30. Oh, actually, my watch.
So what time is the sunset where you're at? Same? I mean, we're all in basically the same Ecuadorian latitude and longitude.
Yeah, like 7:38 or something.
Yeah.
I need to make that font bigger. I can't read it.
Old man eyes.
I guess. Jesus.
So, like, speaking of that, when I read stuff now, I have to take my glasses off because I can't see. Because my prescription is great for seeing really far away, But because I'm nearsighted, I actually am fine without my glasses on up close. So I have to take lift my glasses to look at my phone to read stuff.
Aaron, they say your audio's low.
Yeah. I look like a gay Yeti, too, apparently. So I don't know what to believe anymore.
C. Gillespie 2002 says, just ordered a Black Rhino concealment TCS for my X5 Legion with the TLR1. Nice. I like it. Oh, I saw somebody, I think it was Matt, said that they should make them make holsters for comped pistols where the comp doesn't hang out.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, but do you know how many comps there are?
Do you know how many lights there are? And yet they still find a way to do that.
All right, that's fair. That is fair.
Listen, I also look like a warm bowl of porridge.
They
got cold. That one made me laugh. Okay, that one wins. You don't have to go any further than that.
You're way too loud.
God,
I know. Jeremy, how you doing?
I'm all right. It was the microphone.
That was a huge build up for that.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking to see where I was going to go next. And then I looked over at Jeremy and he was not even looking anywhere like he was even attempting to answer the question. Nick, how are you doing? Okay, you know what? This is just going really.
You can ask me how Nick is doing.
How's Nick doing?
I think he's doing really good. He hasn't been at the show for a while, or in the office.
JK, don't care.
Oh. Okay.
We like shooting. Sucks. All right, so this is Wacky Weapons. Where
I'm doing well.
Okay. Okay. Everyone's just doing just fine. Wacky Weapons. Aaron, what'd you find for us tonight?
A rocking shotgun, Sean. A shotgun that rocks.
2011, by the way.
What's that?
It's from 2011, by the way.
Dude, the helmet gun was from like 1811.
So
1811. I don't know what year that is, but but it was amazing times.
So yes, police in Sweden. They found rifle shotgun.
That's pretty baller.
I was like, okay, 2011, that's cool, but what about this? It's a guy playing a shotgun.
An electric shotgun.
Yeah. Some steel guitar.
I expect a big finish. There it is.
Antifreeze, and they're going to drink it after that.
They had to drink it to come up with this idea, I think.
Yeah. I actually ended up watching a couple of this guy's videos. They made me laugh.
I like it. I actually like that song.
Yeah, that's the only song he plays, pretty much.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You know, go with what you know. Stay in your lane.
This is an axe handle that he's playing now.
Oh, I'd love to watch, but I can't.
Oh, sure. I can let you. Pretty sure this is the same song. What if he missed it and cut his nose off?
Well, then his nose would have to be pretty low. So he used the axe handle. He was playing it, and then he cut a piece of wood and then started playing the axe handle again.
Because now the first blues I hear pictures of blues.
What are we watching now, Sean?
Honestly, don't know, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to get murdered by inbreeders. So yeah, the rockin' shotgun. This would actually be pretty cool. Nick, what do you think?
I'm doing well. I think it's pretty cool. I wish this picture had a few more pixels in it.
I know. Well, 11 is an awful low point to start.
Yeah, but it was 2009.
11. They still had cameras.
Fair. Yeah, they had potatoes.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I feel like they had to take the back plate off of the guitar to either cock it, or they had to take the neck off to load the shotgun shells in.
Yeah. I wonder if you did it right, could you fire this thing and use the momentum from the shells or the energy from the shells to spin the guitar around your body?
I hope that he had the trigger hooked up to the whammy bar.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry,
Nice.
tremolo.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I knew it as a whammy bar. I knew what you were talking about.
Okay, good. I just didn't want people to be like, he's dumb. I mean, they say that anyway, but I didn't want to give him extra ammo. Yeah, it's
the wah-wah pedal going off at the same time.
Now I was thinking, okay, this is pretty cool, but what other like nondescript things would make cool guns? So I mean, we know like cane guns.
Mm-hmm.
I want like a PBR gun.
You know what I saw? I saw can chucks. So they're like nunchucks, but use beer cans.
That's okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome because no one would expect that. PBR to the side of the head, and yet return it to your hand to drink it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Or like a PBR can gun that when you squeeze it, it shoots.
No, that would be what was that? Colt 45.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it even says it on the name, so you know it's good.
All right.
Rather than Colt 22.
Nick, what do you think a nondescript thing that would shoot?
A nondescript thing that you could shoot. I've always thought some sort of like gun in a shoe would be cool, where you could like smack your heels together or something 3 times, and instead of taking it home and shoot somebody.
There's no place like blam.
Yeah.
See you. I mean, which?
Jeremy, what about you?
What about me? What? Hold on. I try to do a nice thing, and it's biting me in the ass because people keep asking me questions. Like, Douglas, just shut the up. Like, I don't care. Won't stop texting me.
What
like a dick.
What nondescript thing, like we talked about a guitar gun, a cane gun, shoe guns. What would you put a gun in that would be like a good covert weapon?
Oh, obviously a belt buckle.
What about the dude from Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That would be
like a 2 revolver cylinders.
Why not just a cell phone gun? I mean, everyone's got a cell phone. No one expects it to shoot you.
because I don't want to be trying to comment on Facebook and blow my off.
Like, well, dude, you'd have to be fully facing the gun towards the floor. Okay.
What about a credit card gun?
I've seen those.
A gun that's a credit card? Isn't it a little thin?
What if I have one surgically implanted into my arm?
Dude, then you could be like, check out these guns.
No, think, hear me out.
We're listening.
You have it's surgically done. It's just in there. It's like hermetically sealed. Like, I don't know how you can do it. And it's just like, it's one shot. It's all you get. And it just comes out like the top of your wrist right here. And it's only for like the rarest of rare situations. Like, you're getting mugged and you're just like, oh, hold on. I'm just going to, cause like, you're like, oh, and like, and then just like a bullet comes flying out of the top of your arm.
Okay.
Like, I would do that.
Amazing, first of all. Second of all, it's like Wolverine, but
Right, because you only get one shot.
and you don't heal.
Yeah. One shot. What is this? Like, this sounds like a FUD arm gun, Jeremy. You got to have like 15 rounds in there at least.
Only if it's in 45 Colt.
Dude, 50 Beowulf, man.
What if, all right, Jeremy, I'm going to take your idea, but what if instead of from your arms, they shoot out your nipples? So you get two shots, and you can do it. You could be hugging someone and do it that way. So
honestly, your nipples are big enough to have a bigger caliber.
Right. For you, Jeremy, I'm pretty sure
I have
you got 45, 70 already in there.
I got like tiny nipples, man.
No, they protrude really far.
No, they really don't, though.
Why are they hard, though?
They're always hard. I got THO constantly. Like, I don't know.
We know, man.
I don't know. They're just always hard, but like, they're not that big. They're teeny tiny. They're smaller than like the eraser on a pencil.
Jesus.
Eraser nipples. Come on now, man.
I said it's smaller than that.
All right. So I have a pencil right here. And if I were to put that, so there, it doesn't have an eraser.
That's a big ass nipple.
Right. Seriously. Like, okay, next to my finger.
For a dude.
For my finger, it's pretty big, dude.
Yeah, apparently Jeremy has sized nipples.
To be fair,
Aaron.
to be fair, Jeremy is proportional.
It
is size. So I mean, like pencil erasers on us would be ginormous. On Jeremy, they're like normal size.
Okay, that's fair.
my nipples aren't that big. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, you pick the one thing on my body that's actually not oversized.
And when he says eraser, he means those rubber ones, those like ones that are like.
No.
What shape is that?
It's like
Jeremy, he picked that because it's like eye level for all of us. And it's just always there.
It's why we all wear safety glasses, man. I forgot what we were talking about.
Nipples.
Oh, funny weapons.
So implanted guns would be cool, but what if they messed up and got them flipped?
Just shoot
It, like, shoots up your arm into your
Did he look like that guy from
Yeah.
Kenosha?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Gage Gershwitz or whatever his dumb name was.
It hurts. Yeah, it hurts. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah, it's excruciating every day. I'm like, well, it's going to be a well-learned lesson, you piece of
Right? Right?
right?
No, left.
I wish it would have been in your face.
Yep. Same. Because when he was in the hospital, he told his buddy, the only thing I regret is not emptying my magazine into him. I'm paraphrasing.
Sooner.
Similar, yeah.
I should have shot him when I had the chance, is basically what he said.
And I bet that Kyle is wishing the same thing. Piece of
I think
Well, Kyle did shoot him when he had the chance.
yeah. I bet he wishes he had done it more.
I
Right.
don't know, man. I think running
I
around
got
the
me
rest of your life without a
47 more
bicep.
god shells in this 4-round magazine.
So I heard that when he was on the ground that he actually cleared a jam. Is that true? Kyle cleared a jam in his gun.
It didn't look like it in any of the video that I saw, but it was a DPMS. Wait, was it? Or was it?
I have no idea.
Oh, no, it was like DPMS, the Panther. I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
1, 2.
Socks. Socks.
All right. Aaron, tell us about Polymer 80.
All right. It's polymer and it's made 80 times. You know what? Polymer 80 started off as they making polymer AR lowers at 80%. Then they moved into their pistol frames, which are by far one of my favorite kits I've ever put together. Now, I put together a ton of 1911 kits, which I hated. And then I did the Polymer 80 kits, and I loved them. So, yeah.
They're pretty fun. Right now, if you want Polymer 80, you're going to have to get them at Brownells.
Okay.
So this is like a 2-for-1 ad read. But yeah, Polymer 80, awesome stuff. I really, really want to get one of their serialized guns in. I'm pretty damn excited about those because I know that they've sent out the buy, build, shoot sets, and that was amazing. I was really stoked about that. But yeah, they're serialized guns. Like I'm proud of them. They've been doing a great job. So yeah, go check them out. Find Polymer 80 at Brownells exclusively right now, and all their other dealers as well. But as far as we're concerned, Brownells. Yeah, go check them out. It's time for Dear WLS.
Burn when you pee? Unsure about your relationship? Why can't you use 45 and a 9mm? Get your questions answered on #DearWLS. Visit WeLikeShooting.com/DearWLS to submit your questions.
Seth says Midway USA has the 17 slide with the 19 grip on sale for $99.99. That's pretty awesome. Michael T says, you guys for buying all the daggers, by the way. I didn't buy any of the daggers. I had 2 in my cart. Was trying to check out. It crashed. When it finally came back up, they were sold out, and I was pissed. I was like, this Optics Planet. Yeah. Anyway, this is where we answer questions. Aaron, take the first one.
It's from Hound Dog, and he asked, questions for those experienced using endomags. I have a GunTech upper 9mm PCC using endomags, but when I eject the mag and pull the charging handle back, the round in the chamber just stays on the bolt. It doesn't actually eject the round. If the mag is in there, it works fine. Is this by design or something not working correctly? It makes unloading annoying and potentially dangerous if the user doesn't realize the round is on the bolt.
Hey, Nick.
Okay, I did the same thing.
Did you?
You know what it is?
Yeah. Go ahead. Lay it on him.
He needs to get the Mean Arms magazine insert, not the CMMG insert.
And why is that?
Because the Mean Arms insert has the ejector built into it, whereas the CMMG one, you need to have the ejector in the bolt face, and it only works with the what do they call that? The radial blowback.
Yeah. Well, I think what he's saying is that when the endomag is out of the gun, that the round doesn't actually eject, and that's because.
Oh, I didn't hear. Okay, so I didn't hear that part. So yeah, if the round's not in there, there's no ejector. There's no magazine in there. There's no ejector in there.
And I was like, Nick and I were talking about this before the show, and he's like, "This is easy," and I was like, but then he explained that, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay," because the only endomags I have are the CMMG specific ones for the Banshee, which the Banshee actually has the ejector in the upper. So yeah, but that's what it is. The endomag has the ejector built into the magazine. It will not come off the bolt if you don't have the magazine in the gun.
Problem solved.
Yep. Jeremy, take the next one.
Jack B. What's the perfect disguise to get in anywhere? My buddies and I came up with a leaf blower. You walk around with a leaf blower like you belong, and nobody's going to question you. Even if they want to question you, all you have to do is avoid eye contact because they know you can't hear them. If your skin is tanned, then they won't expect you to speak English. If you want to actually go inside, we figure all you need is a vacuum and a bottle of disinfectant.
That sounds kind of racist.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I mean,
I don't know. No, nobody with a leaf blower and a spray bottle is getting into my house. I mean, not even my kids apparently, because they're still outside.
Nice. It's kind of late. It's like 10 o'clock there.
I know.
Ugh.
Jesus, Jeremy. What is it, ASMR?
What?
Drain one of your nipples?
I was drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
I roboted there for a second, and I came back just in time for, did you train your nipples?
Oh, God. Nick, what's the best disguise to get you in anywhere?
Shave your head and get a barcode tattoo on the back of your neck.
How does that work?
Because then you can blend in anywhere, and apparently no one will notice you.
What's the reference to? I missed it.
Hitman.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Right.
Sorry, I forgot you guys were old.
So apparently FedEx uniform. Because that's how the Clintons did that one guy.
I was going to say any delivery service guy uniform, usually because of the amount of packages people are getting these days, they kind of like,
Yeah.
Oh my God, look, I got the UPS guys here. What did we order? I don't know. Let's go see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sean, oh look, it's Sean's fleshlight.
Or Amazon Prime.
Do they wear uniforms? I don't think they wear uniforms. Do they?
They just basically put homeless people in black and purple polos.
Okay, perfect.
Wait, I don't know about you guys, but the Amazon Prime delivery people here, I'm like, okay, all right, this is like the D team for UPS.
Seriously.
Like, I'm sure that it's not like that everywhere, but here, the ones that deliver to my office, like, I catch them on the camera before they even walk in the door, and I meet them at the door because they're all so shady, I don't even want them in here.
So they leave it on my porch, and then they take a picture of it and text me the picture.
Yeah, they do that here, too.
I'm like, how'd you get my phone number? Then there's a pic that shows up next.
Okay, so one day, one of them handed me a package, and they were like, can I get a picture? And I was like, what? I was like, isn't that if you have to leave it? And they're like, no, I'm required to. So I held the package, and they took a picture. And then when I got the notification from that my package had been delivered, it was just me smiling, holding the package. God, I forgot all about that. That guy was dumb as
Dude, I want to do that. I'm going to jump out. I'm going to order some from Amazon just to get my picture taken by Amazon.
It was amazing. And I was like, wait, what? No, you don't need to. Like, you're handing it to me. Yeah, so that only happened once, though. That was fun. Sydney M says, hey, guys, I have a question, and I'm going to try to provide you with all the information I can so that Jeremy won't be triggered. Jeremy, you listening?
Don't be
triggered. Why
would
would I get triggered?
Dude, shut up.
So I recently found a group that does 22 LR bench rest shooting. They use ARA rules, and I would like to stay in the factory class. I will be shooting my 10-22 with a bull barrel sitting in a Magpul Hunter X22 stock. What I need is some good glass. We shoot out to 100 yards, and I was using a sight mark that my ex left when I kicked him out, but it's as as he is. It's between the Swamp Fox Patriot and the Vortex Diamondback Tactical. Both are 6 to 25 by 50, first focal plane, and MOA turrets. Excuse me. I can find the Vortex for $399 and the Swamp Fox for $429, not counting the discount code, which is WLS's Life. What's your recommendation? They are both in my budget, but there's another option you think may also work well for what I plan to use it for. Let me know.
Wow, that's a lot of distance for 22.
100?
100 yards?
No, the glass.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a lot of optic. So I have the Diamondback on my 1022. If I was going to pick between them, I'd probably pick the Swamp Fox personally, because I know that the Patriot's like a lot of optic.
Wait, you have the 6 by 25 by 50 on your 22?
No, I don't think I have that one.
I mean, you usually only go out to 10 on your stuff.
Get a March.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like, I don't know. It's a good question. Nick, what do you think?
I also think that's a lot of optic, and if you're wanting to go with something that big, I think the Swamp Fox is a good option.
Gunfather Precision rather says you want second focal plane, so when you crank magnification up, the reticle stays small.
Yeah, it's bench rest shooting. So the reason for the really high magnification is if it's bench rest. I mean, are you actually like what style of bench rest? I don't know what ARA rules, whatever you called it.
I don't know, but I think it's on
ARA rules. Like I don't know what that means, but like if it's the bench rest style where you're not even touching the gun, but you need to make sure that the reticle is in the exact same place every time. Like your 6 power, yeah, I can hit a squirrel with 6 power at 100 yards. Not hard to do. But I cannot see exactly which corner of the bullseye I'm in. Which is why 1,000-yard bench rest is like, like I joked and said, get a March, and they make it fixed 80 power.
Wow.
Optic for bench rest shooting specifically.
I think Sydney needs to go with the AARON rules instead of the ARA rules.
So just cheat at all costs?
No, it's not cheating. It's follow the rules. And if it's not a rule, then it's not cheating.
Gunfather Precision said it's basically F-class style shooting on a bench at 150. I don't know. Like, I think, honestly, either one of those are going to be good. You'll be able to get the Swamp Fox for less money because of the coupon code WLS's Life.
Because math. Well, how much is that? It's 20. Let's say it's 21% off.
Yeah.
So at 400, say it's
$84 off plus another
$5. $4.20. So $85 off.
Yeah.
So you're getting it at like you're saving yourself $50 right there.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like with most Vortex, you can't go wrong. I don't really love my Diamondback, but it's smaller than that. And I'm pretty sure it was only like $180. But yeah, I mean, either one's fine. The chat's going crazy. Most of them have said Swamp Fox. Swamp Fox, move on, says Tim. Night Force Precision Bench Rest 12 to 42 by 56 and has 0.125 MOA click turrets. There you go, says Matt.
SRX SVT says I shoot 7 to 35 in not real life though.
In our National Rifle League. I was
not real life, it says.
Let's see, Jeremy or Nick, take the next one.
All right. Francis K says, my understanding is that every time y'all play taps, you get a copyright hit. And that it's because someone was recorded playing it. So I'm curious, why not have a cult member play it and use that version?
No, it's not just because I've tried multiple versions. They all get tagged by this piece of copyright troll. And I have never lost an appeal. It's annoying. And literally anyone who plays taps, I bet, goes through the exact same thing.
He says he doubts the actual writer of the song is alive, like using Beethoven music.
I never use music from that stupid movie. I hate that dog.
Those movies kind of suck. Daniel Butterfield wrote taps. 1862.
It's no Air Bud, that's for sure.
Do you think that would be difficult to walk through?
taps?
No, a Butterfield.
But that would actually
If
be
you were,
fun.
yeah, I mean, if it's a warm Butterfield, I'm in.
No, man. Like, I would rather walk on a hard Butterfield because then you're going to sink down. If you're on a warm Butterfield, you're going to sink into it and drown in butter, which kind of sounds sexy.
Yeah, you know what? I would come out looking all, shiny and.
Austin S. says, I replaced my 43 with the 365 XL this spring, and I am trying to sell my 43 now. Arms list is dead around me. What's the next best way to sell a gun since my buddies don't want to buy it?
Take it to a gun shop. You'll lose a bit, but you're going to eat about half the price of that gun, but you already got a new one, so
Yeah,
trade it in on something else.
Just keep it.
What about Bud's gun? Like, wait, what's
Gun broker.
Gun broker? Thank you.
Yeah, or you could consign it. Or I see a lot of gun clubs and ranges have a bulletin board and people, pin listings for guns up there.
Yeah.
If you're a member of a gun club, try that.
And, go ahead, Sean.
I was just going to say, don't f***ing take it to a gun shop. They will, pardon the expression, they will Jew you down so hard.
I'm not even Jewing down. I'm straight up with people.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you half of what I'm going to sell that thing for. If it is a $500 gun, it's not. It's a 43. It's a $400 gun. I'm going to give you $200 for it. Like,
so
that's about roughly where I'd be at in the market where I live.
No, I totally get it. But yeah, like,
I mean, it would be a sure shame if someone scratched the serial numbers off of it and used it as a drop gun. Oh, you can't see. Wink.
That's illegal.
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a good thing that it's not. The serial numbers aren't shaved off, so
which
you couldn't.
is a federal crime, by the way. So don't do that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it, and don't use it as a drop gun.
I would say what Nick said about consignment. That's probably a good way to do it. You will lose money on it, but you're going to lose money on it no matter what.
Well, if you're going to lose money on it, dude, I'll give you $50 for it. All right.
Hold on a second. Will he lose money on it? I think right now you could sell a Glock 43 for even over MSRP because you can't buy guns anywhere.
I'll give you $51 for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cash, dude, cash.
Aaron, next question.
This one's from Dude, the last one I read was from Hound Dog. How odd is that? Hound Dog. What ammo bullet grain would you recommend for the following situations? AR9 millimeters, 7.5 barrel with an 8-ounce buffer, used to shoot whitetail deer out to 100 yards. Also, when I dump a mag at a running deer at 60 yards, the deer doesn't end up costing more than I can carry. So basically, he's asking how much ammo.
Holy dude. Also, when I dump a mag at a running deer at 60 yards, the deer doesn't end up costing more than I can buy a cow for. Assuming a normal market and the ammo must be readily available. WLS is life.
So it's a weird question.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Aaron?
Yeah. Jesus.
Why would he dump a mag at a deer?
Okay, that's my question. Like, why would you dump a mag at a deer? But I think what he's just trying to say is, what's a cheap, cost-effective way to shoot a deer?
Are you guys allowed to use ARs to hunt deer where you're at?
Right caliber, yeah.
Yeah.
What caliber?
It basically has to be equivalent to 30-30 or up.
So 9 millimeter. He's using 9 millimeter shoot deer. A 7.5 inch barrel.
We couldn't use 9 millimeter, and in a handgun here, it's like 41 mag, I think.
Yeah, it's just everything about this was weird to me.
So anyway, what ammo bullet grain would you recommend for the following situation? So whitetail deer out to 100 yards and a 9 millimeter 7.5 inch barrel.
Oh, man, I don't know if there's anything in 9 millimeter that I would trust out to 100 yards. Like, I'm sure it would do it, but I don't know that I'm confident enough to try that,
Like a 147 grain?
Yeah, I would go with a heavy. I really like the Federal HST.
I'd go with a longer. I mean, like a longer barrel, a higher caliber.
He's already got a gun. He's not going to go buy another gun. He's just asking, like, what ammo would we put in that?
You're better off using a bow.
Underwood Extreme Penetrator says Jeff J. That stuff's pretty good. But yeah, I agree with him. Wouldn't go 9 at 100.
Yeah, that's why I just still confused by this. Trying to read it.
So I totally want to shoot a deer with a 9mm, because I definitely think it's doable, but I would do it at like 50 yards and in.
Yeah, like everyone in the chat's like not at 100. I don't think 100 is a reasonable distance.
But Jeremy, sorry, Darren. Jeremy, what do you think? I really love the dramatic pause for 7 minutes after I asked the question.
I forgot my microphone was off. I'm trying not to. You want me to drink with my guy?
You could just not drink.
No, I'm not going to not drink. I'm thirsty over here.
Well, move your mic away from your mouth.
Then I can't talk.
So what? 9mm, 7.5 inch barrel, ammo, bullet, grain at 100 yards for a deer.
You could do it.
Yeah, but like what grain and stuff would you recommend?
I would shoot like 147 grain defensive ammo. You're going to gain velocity just a little bit because it's a longer barrel. Not tons out of 7.5, but you'll get a little bit. But any defensive ammo, it's got the same idea: cause trauma.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Someone mentioned episode 171, and actually, next episode of Double Tap is episode 171. Should we all drink?
No, I have to work after a show.
So
I'd get in trouble. You wouldn't get your packages, dude.
None of my packages go through Michigan.
The ones that leave here do.
I don't think so.
I have to. They have to technically at one point touch Michigan.
One go through Michigan.
The ones I send you come from Michigan, so they're going through it.
Oh, that's true. I guess.
Someone says a buffalo boar plus P plus. I mean, I guess plus P might be the route to take, but I'd feel better about that. Otherwise,
what is the energy that's left at 100 yards? I don't know. If only there was a place we could go to look at it.
I wish.
I don't think Ballistics by the Inch has 9mm, by the way.
Yeah, they do.
Do they? Let's see what they've got. I'll go there right now. Ballistics by the Inch. Oh, yeah, 9mm Luger. Out of a 7.5 inch barrel. Muzzle energy graph for tests in this caliber. Oh, yeah. This is not great. So for a 7-inch barrel, muzzle energy is going to be like 400 for 147 Hydroshock. I'm sorry, it's like 370. Huh. Yeah.
It would bounce off a bear.
Exactly. But yeah, everyone's saying run it in a ballistic app. I totally 100% agree with that. That'll do it for the questions. We need questions. Send them to us. WeLikeShooting.com/DearWLS, all one word. That's the place you can submit them, and we will get to them on the show soonish. If it's really important,
we'll bump it up higher.
Oh, yeah, that.
You can cut in line. We'll cut you in line. We'll cut you.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it.
Not guns, not gear, just the gang. #NotGuns.
Brought to you by Patriot Patch Company. I've actually got Nick's Patriot patches right here. There's like 6 patches sitting on his laptop, but this is the Presto Liber, which was the Patriot Patch Co. for this month. Patch of the month is one of my favorite things. Yeah, that one. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, look at the detail.
Yeah, and it glows in the dark.
Yeah, just like me.
The words and the night vision glows in the dark.
The nods.
The nods.
That's what I just said.
But yeah, go check them out. PatriotPatch.co. Coupon code WLS10 saves you money. It's time for Not Guns. What do you got, Aaron?
Look at the size of that buffer tube, though. That's fucking long.
Buffer tube? Oh, yeah.
That's like as long as the barrel.
It's a PDW.
Well, we touched a little bit on it actually on Monday's show. Underrated movies. We all agreed that, what was that? Something versus Evil? Dale and Tucker versus Evil?
Mm-hmm.
Completely underrated movie.
Idiocracy, Army of Darkness.
Idiocracy was okay.
Semi-Pro, and Hot Rod.
Oh, I've never seen Hot Rod.
Oh, God, dude. It's
amazing. Hot Rod is amazing.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's Andy Samberg from Saturday Night Live in his
I have
finest
seen Hot Rod.
Yeah.
Where he's like a stunt guy, but yeah.
Yeah.
The falling scene is awesome.
Yeah, dude, where he falls for like 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then Falling Down. Now, back in my day, that movie was popular, but now I don't think it's appreciated and understood and watched very much, but you need to go watch it with Michael Douglas, Falling Down. It will change your life.
And Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it. No, she wasn't.
I was like, what?
Yeah, that was actually a really good movie. It made a lot of sense when you looked at it retrospectively.
No, SAR X SVT. You don't like to party. Only I like to party.
No, Sean, NSS SAR X SVT. I mean, you guys may say you like to party, but
No.
I like to party.
No. Jeremy, underrated movies.
One of my favorites is The Last Marshal. Actually, a few of my favorite underrated movies I feel like have Scott Glenn in them. I don't know why. The Last Marshal, My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys, and John Carpenter's Vampires.
Ooh, that one is good.
I don't know why all three of them had Scott Glenn in it, but probably my most favorite movie that I would consider underrated is Last of the Dogmen.
I haven't seen that.
I don't think
Great movie.
I've only seen John Carpenter's Vampires out of all four of those movies you mentioned.
And then he goes to Mars, doesn't he?
No, that's a different dude.
You guys ever seen Hard Boiled? It's a John Woo movie.
Yes.
That is that fight scene in the hospital, the shooting. I mean, this is.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, and it's intense and like people die. It's crazy, and it's a great movie. He was like Kung Fu Guns. Think of that. Think of John Wick time, like on meth, with more teeth.
Yeah. Someone said John Wick. I don't like those movies. I've only seen them once. Not really a fan. Love Keanu Reeves. Think he's great in the movies. Not really entertained by the movies.
The Seven Samurai. I like that movie. Completely underrated. Great movie.
Akira Kurosawa.
Yeah, dude, I love his. I think I've seen most of his movies. Ran was good. He did Throne of Blood, which is Macbeth, which is in feudal time Japan, which is really interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. So he does really good movies. I enjoyed those.
Very cool. Yeah, I don't know. Nick?
I don't hear Dark City get mentioned very much.
I hated that movie.
I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. It's so stupid. I hate it. It's stupid. Okay.
I get a kick out of that one.
So I rented that movie.
Laserdisc? Because
on VHS, and I lost it. Like I couldn't find it, or someone stole it, or something, and it cost me like $160.
Oh God, yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah, literally now, every time I even hear that, I just get
angry,
unreasonably angry. But sorry, Nick. So Dark City.
No, it's okay. I think it's an interesting movie. I get a kick out of it. It came out around the same time as The Matrix. I think they came out like the same summer or something. And it kind of got eclipsed.
Good. Because the whole movie was an eclipse, wasn't it, basically, once they flipped it over?
What?
Spoiler alert. They're on a spaceship.
Say what now?
But that's not an eclipse.
Doesn't matter. The movie sucked.
What else, Nick?
I don't know. I think you guys mentioned some good ones.
Ooh, The Postman with Kevin Costner, says CSR Industries. That movie is awesome.
Is it? He was like during his time of terrible movies like Waterworld. And,
oh man, The Postman.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was like he was covering all the apocalyptic scenarios. Okay, everything gets wet. Let's do Waterworld. Everything gets too dry. Let's do The Postman. I'm just waiting for the one that everything's too much air. Let's get Aang.
Matthew A says Holmes and Watson. I am sorry. I love Will Ferrell. I love John C. Reilly. That movie is awful. I've seen it like 6 times, but it's awful.
The homemade movie Sean and Nick made. Was that on a boat?
No, but we did redo Lethal Weapon 1. Nick was Danny Glover's character, and I was Mel Gibson.
That's right.
Someone says Scanner Darkly. Yeah. I've never seen that. Was it interesting?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It must be because it's so underrated.
CSR.
I have not watched that one.
Yeah. CSR said Waterworld. I also love Waterworld. I think
hate Waterworld.
I hate that movie.
awesome.
Yeah.
I liked Waterworld and Ben the Postman.
The post was great.
It was like attempting to be Mad Max, but with Kevin Costner because he can't do a f***ing accent. Like when he played Robin Hood, everyone's British around him except him.
But Aaron, he had gills.
And they kind of looked like.
Yeah, they did.
So, have you guys seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Yes.
That is a fantastic movie.
What about Love in a 45?
Nope.
Oh, there's a scene where yeah, that's a good movie.
Cillian Husk said, I like Naked and Afraid with Sean and Aaron.
That was actually I was watching that the other day. It made me laugh.
I watched that the other day.
My favorite one though is I honestly, God, if I'm ever down, I feel bad. I'll watch the ARA 1100. What was that? That air powered beanbag gun.
The Arma.
Sean, you get beat up so bad in that video.
Dude, that thing hurt me.
When it clamped on your thumb. Or when it hit you in the face. I mean, whenever I'm like, oh, life sucks, I'll watch that video and just be like, oh, that's like so great, you know?
Oh my God. That video is terrible. But the Naked and Afraid, I don't even remember what happened, but Angel and I were like, I think it came up in my memories and I was like, hey, did you ever see this? And I played it for her and she was just like, I don't even know what's wrong with you.
My wife always looks at me and says, why are you the way that you are?
Yeah. Let's see. Ramatorix and Matthew A said Demolition Man.
I enjoyed that.
That movie. Is that movie underrated? That movie's like awesome.
Yeah, I think that's rated.
I don't think any of the movies we've talked about have actually been underrated.
Except the Waterman or Waterworld and the Postman.
No, those movies are rated just perfectly. By Rotten Tomatoes. They get Razzies. But again, I think I do think Dale and Tucker versus Evil, phenomenal movie. You know, actually, I just saw a movie the other day. And I was like, oh, I really thought this was hilarious. And Sean's like, eh. It was the one where all those liberal elites get all those conservative people and hunt them.
Oh man, I hated that movie.
I thought it was great. It had the one woman on there. God, what's her name?
Hilary Swank.
Yes, it had Hilary Swank in there. That was actually a really good movie. I thought it was hilarious.
The Hunt.
Yes, guys, you should, if you have not seen The Hunt, check it out, and then come back and say who's right or wrong. Who won this round? Was it Sean or Aaron? Sean hated it. I loved it. Tell us what you think.
Like it had interesting parts, but it was so derogatory towards anyone who leans to the right politically
and left. Come on, it was that way too. Because
no,
they're like every time someone would talk about a gender. They would be like, oh my God, I'm sorry, because they're so socially conscious.
Yeah, but it was all just to denigrate conservative values.
I don't agree with you at all.
I know. We talked about it. It was so yeah. Let us know. Send us messages on Facebook or Instagram, whatever.
I'm literally looking over here at my wall of movies. I'm like, all right, what do I got over here that's pretty good?
Oh, what about Cowboys versus Aliens? That's a pretty good movie.
Hated it.
All of the Expendables.
Yes, those are all pretty good.
What about Jawbone?
Oh, Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was gory as though.
It was gory as dude. What did I just watch the other day? Actually, I just watched a really good movie before the show with my wife on Netflix. It just came out today called Enola Holmes. It was about Sherlock Holmes' little sister.
It just came out today.
I just watched that today, actually.
I just watched it with my wife. It was a very cute movie.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it as well. It was the chick from
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, yeah.
And it had Superman in there.
How about an underrated TV show?
Okay.
I got one for you. The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Yes, absolutely. Great TV show.
Yeah, I have the DVD.
Bruce Campbell, man.
Do you remember the Greatest American Hero?
Yes.
Yeah.
The superhero who got his powers on accident.
But that was not underrated. That was popular back when you were a child.
Slither. You ever seen Slither? with Nathan Fillion?
Yes.
About, like the little worms that go in people's mouths.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
that is an
Nathan Fillion in
underrated.
there?
Yeah, Nathan Fillion's a main character, and Corb Lund, who's an amazing country singer from Canada, is actually in that movie too. But I'm just looking over here, like,
Oh, Iron Eagle. Okay, so first of all, I've been watching.
Cobra Kai.
And Iron Eagle was an amazing movie, man. Louis Gossett Jr. back in the day was like the awesome action hero.
He was so stoic and badass at the same time.
Yeah. Matt L says The Prestige. Was it underrated? I mean, it was a great movie.
I've never seen it, actually. Because everyone talked about it so much I didn't even have to, because I basically knew every scene because people would shut up about it.
Into the Badlands. I haven't seen that one yet.
That's a TV show.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Hell on Wheels was a good one.
You know, Heroes was good the first season, but after that it just sucked.
God, the first couple seasons it was pretty good, but
Under one of the most underrated modern westerns ever is Open Range with Kevin Costner.
I don't know that I've even seen that one.
Oh, it's fantastic, dude. It's Robert Duvall and Kevin Costner.
Bro, okay, WLS Ancient One just said Enemy Mine.
Yes, it was Louis Gossett Jr. was in that.
Louis Gossett Jr. playing that weird ass alien.
Like, he was like a lizard fish person.
Yeah.
And he had like
he was like Gollum before Gollum was cool.
And then he gave birth to like a baby.
The Dennis Quaid then had to raise. Awkward to explain.
Right.
Blank Man with Damon Wayans was an amazing movie.
I don't remember that.
Stargate, best show ever. Okay. Stargate was a pretty great show. It really was. Even all the spinoffs were pretty great.
I guess they're coming out with another one, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah, someone was telling this guy at work what we were talking about Dark Matter. And apparently the guy who did Dark Matter also did Stargate. And he did The Expanse.
How the do you spell bureaucracy?
B-U...
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you don't know?
B-U-B-U-E, B-U-E-S, B-E-U-A.
Say, okay, Google, bureaucracy.
B-U-R-E-A-U-C-R-A-C-Y.
You looked
Right.
it up.
I what?
I said you looked it up. I'm like trying to spell bureaucracy. I'm like, how the you spell?
Yeah, that literally just got me the other day. I don't remember why I was even trying to spell it.
So, you know, someone asked, ain't nobody making movies anymore. Well, it's not that. It's the fact that no one's making new movies. We get tons of remakes. We get tons of sequels, but there's not a lot of new ideas out there that like are like, whoa, that's awesome.
Really? I think there's tons.
What movie that have you seen that was awesome that just came out of the blue?
Well, first of all, thank you for bringing up that painful point that I haven't been able to go to the movies since March.
It's okay.
Dude, you know what? No good movies have come out since March.
Well, no, nothing. March, dumbass.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's all these movies that are just sitting on the shelf too that are done. Like Free Man, I want to check out that with Ryan Reynolds. That's been done forever.
The new Dune.
Yeah, I want to see Dune for sure.
I just rewatched Dune and it's horrible. And
Yeah, no, that's a bad movie.
yeah,
Um,
I'm like trying to follow it, and I'm like, I remember it being better than this, and it's so not.
That Knives Out, didn't it come out like before COVID?
Yeah, Knives Out came out last year. Well, it's a good flick. It's a good twist.
Justified, amazing show.
But we all liked it, so it's not underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I love the little teasers that Justified did.
What do you mean?
Like there was a Super Bowl ad that was for Justified, and like just the little teasers that they did, they were hilarious.
Oh,
and I forget what it was, but he's like, I forget. I can't even think of it. Like he's already knocked out like two of the guys that robbed a gas station. The other one's standing there with a shotgun. He just does his like John Wayne thing as he walks up to him.
Someone said evolution. Carlos said evolution. Do you guys remember?
Oh yeah, where the meteor hits and it's
David Duchovny.
David Duchovny. Yeah.
I actually watched that not too long ago.
Dude,
and they
so
filmed
did I.
it with Head and Shoulders.
Was it good?
Yes, it's great. I love that movie. Nick, when did you watch it? I watched it last month and a half.
I'd say like 2 years ago.
You know, the only thing good I can say about the old Dune movie is it had Picard with hair.
True. All right, that'll do it for Not Guns. That was actually fun. Bringing up a bunch of movies that were not underrated by any means, but just forgotten. Let's see. How about this? All right.
Socks.
Right. SDI.edu, Sonoran Desert Institute, online gunsmithing classes. Go check them out. Aaron, this is Making News. What do you think?
All right. Well, normally I talk about industry news, but tonight so I wrote this morning, and from some of the comments that were coming out earlier, I see my prediction has come true. Are you guys ready for some riots?
Yeah.
Yeah, riots. By the time you guys, if you're listening to the recorded episode, hopefully your town has not burned down.
It looks like, let's see, 2 cops so far have been shot in Louisville. Curfew is enforced after the Breonna Taylor decision. Jeez, man. What a disaster. Biden condemns violent protests following. Oh, finally they've realized that they can't campaign on just lawlessness.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Wait. Are they protesting or are they rioting? I'm so confused.
They are rioting.
Yeah, that place is going to be smoke.
It really is. Yeah. 2 cops shot, I think, so far is what I saw in the chat coming up. Happening in Nashville right now. So, like, the grand jury came back. They only charged one of the people with, what was it?
Reckless endangerment.
Wanton endangerment.
Yeah, because, and not even for Breonna Taylor or the guy there, but because their rounds went into the next department, and it's a Class D felony.
Oh, no, he like randomly fired through the window for no reason. And then they went to the next department.
Right.
He wasn't actually shooting at anybody. He just shot.
Right. So that's what they're saying. That guy's actually been fired. The other 2 are on administrative duty and probably won't be fired. And, yeah, so the grand jury came back. Like, not going to be a thing. The wanton endangerment Class D felony is like the same as growing weed. That's the same charge that you get when you grow weed. So, yeah. Like, this is... Louisville is going to burn down, man.
Yeah, it's probably. I'll be surprised if it's still there tomorrow. If it is, good on them for keeping it going.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy. FBI Louisville SWAT team has responded to an officer being shot. Continued to assist in the investigation. It's a situation. I've heard
it's not a situation. It's the government failed on letting false information spread predominantly for months.
Yeah, I saw you ask that today, and I was like, you know, you're right. Like, all this stuff that I've been reading is like none of it's true.
How are we so wrong? We
hold up.
Talked about before I heard it from anybody else.
Okay,
and we went off of what we heard, and we're like, we'll wait for the investigation and like that because we do. But we're like, I'm like, if this is true, I want to see heads roll.
Yeah.
Okay. But here's the thing, and this is my take on it. Before you guys jump all over my, just hear me out. Okay.
Okay.
The information that you're hearing was from the grand jury. The fact today, right? The stuff, but the stuff that really covered a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about in the past was from the FBI investigation. Now, the FBI investigation and the grand jury investigation do not jive together. If you look at them both side by side, they're different accounts of what happened. And with that in mind, who runs the grand jury was the city. Their prosecutor ran the grand jury. Who has most to gain from this being, what the outcome it just came would be the city, not the, so I mean, and with the grand jury, the prosecutor can sway the evidence, only present what evidence he wants to present, and kind of move the grand jury into the position that he wants them in. There's no counter. There's no. It's just a prosecutor. There's no other attorneys in there.
But wait,
so the outcome. Well, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you're wrong already because the FBI. I'm looking at it right now because I was like, wait, the FBI hasn't put out the report yet. The investigation remains open. They have not presented a report.
They have talked about it and they said a lot of different stuff. So what the FBI has been.
Hold on. When I have not seen any of this at any point in time, and I just Googled it, and the FBI today said the investigation remains open. We hope to present our report soon.
No, I was looking at an article today talking about what you're talking about because I had the same exact discussion with Brad Reloaded on Instagram, and I looked it up what he said, and in the article it also said the FBI said this, however. So the FBI has made statements. They may have not put out a report, but they've made statements about it.
Specifically, what though?
That in fact, let's see, the warrant was a no-knock warrant. None of the neighbors corroborated that. None of the neighbors corroborated about the cops not knocking. What else was there?
That everything.
Brianna Taylor was asleep, and she was shot 6 times.
Okay, you talked, then I talked. So everything you just said, she was not asleep. They got up. She died in her hallway.
She was shot in her bed. From what the FBI report said.
So the grand jury
what FBI report
directly contradicts that. I read it today.
Okay, that's fine. But you didn't read the grand jury report because grand jury information is all secret. It's all sealed up. You can't read
No, they literally had a press conference today.
Yeah. The prosecutor could say what their findings are, but they can't read the transcripts of the grand jury because that's secret.
So the prosecutor's lying.
No, the prosecutor is stating the facts that he laid out. Yes.
And she died in the hallway, and she was not shot in her bed. That's what he said.
Okay, that's what he said. From what the FBI is incorrect, is what I'm hearing.
Where does the FBI say this? I've never seen this anywhere.
How come when I ask you guys to prove stuff, it's all like you, Aaron? No. I just want to point this out: the hypocrisy that you guys are throwing at me right now.
We're going off information released by the
grand jury or the prosecutor who works for the city. Yes. Who passed out Class D felonies today?
No, the grand jury did that.
By the prosecutors.
The prosecutor appoints a grand jury to go through the evidence. The prosecutor does not, as far as I'm aware, sway the grand jury's investigation.
He kind of does because he's the one who presents what he wants to present to them by the way, it's not like they were convicted. They weren't convicted of Class D felonies. Now it goes to trial. They have not
accused. One was accused, not they.
Right. So that's 1 out of 3. They're all, anyhow. That's fine. Well, let's wait for everything to come out, and then I'll make my final judgment. But from what I've read so far,
I'm looking for an FBI report. I haven't found one. I'm literally Googling.
Listen. I will look it up. It probably won't be till after the show because I want to still be part of the show. But from what I understand.
All I see is Kentucky AG has FBI ballistics report. That's it.
I'll look it up.
What's insane is that they weren't wearing body cams. Like how?
Well, they were part of this it's basically the Shield. They were part of like a special squad that goes into like the most corrupt areas that have, the most amount of crime. And they don't wear body cams.
I thought you were going to say where we get our Airbnbs.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
But they...
I mean, if you're kicking doors, like, at that point, you should have a body cam on.
I agree.
And, like, it's not like it was a surprise thing, like something happened and they chased somebody. Like, they planned it out and went in there knowingly.
And Aaron, I literally...
my mind.
I'm looking for it right now, so...
Yeah, and Aaron, I'm not on anything you're saying. I'm like, that's very interesting. No, I'm like, that's fucking interesting. If that's the case, I want to know it. I just haven't seen it to this point, and I can't find it now either. Because I'm very curious, because we have heard this entire time that the narrative was she died in her bed. The grand jury and the prosecutor or the attorney general, I don't know which one it was today, came out and literally said that they were both up and that she died in the hallway at 12:48 a.m.
Do you know, does it also say where she was shot?
She was shot 6 times, I can tell you that.
Do you know where?
I did read it earlier, but I cannot tell you specifically because I didn't retain it.
Okay, so one of the places that she was shot was the bottom of her foot.
Jono R just said a special squad with special training but can't go to the correct address. False. They did go to the correct address. It had her address, her name, her date of birth, her social security number, pictures of her front door. They were at the right place. All that was included in the warrant that the judge signed for the no-knock warrant, even though the cop says that he was later told to knock and announce. And then they beat the door down. That's what they said in the press conference today. So that's a myth. They were at the right place. The warrant had the right address. And
go listen to the DA. Listen to the DA. Because, my mom was listening to it on the couch because my mom watches my kid on Wednesdays. And she was listening on the couch and sitting there, and I'm like, what? And like it contradicted like the entire narrative that we've been fed since this happened.
Yeah, but the question is now, like, where was that information coming from?
Well, and as I said, where was that information coming from? Who, and why was it so widely reported without? And why didn't the government say, "Whoa, you guys are way off base. We are doing an investigation, but what I can tell you is blah 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 blah. But wait for more information." Like, why didn't that happen?
Yeah,
because the whole world's on fire right now because of like this.
Yeah, but like this, what we just saw in the chat, the wrong address thing. Like they knew the day that this happened that they were at the right address. They had the warrant signed by the judge. Day one with her name, date of birth, picture of her front door. They knew exactly who they were going after. This has been the truth since the day one. They knew it. Why did they not correct it? Like, or why did the media not cover the correction if they did? Cool.
No, yeah. So I'm reading. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
Yeah, but I think that is strange that there aren't any official statements made.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, some of this stuff is fake or false or whatever.
Right, like the DA going on record. Like, how is that? That's not damaging to their case, right? Like, hey, the truth is that that's exactly where we meant to be. Our officers are not completely incompetent to the point that they were at the wrong house. They were specifically there for specifically her.
Yeah, that seems like a statement the police chief should make, like, the night that it happens.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, why not have a press conference when they're like, oh, you're at the wrong house, and the guy was already in custody, and you go, no. What we can tell you is we were at the right house. Like, just have a why? Because what you just did is you just riled everybody up for months. What you were so secretive. Rand Paul introduced legislation based on a false narrative.
Yeah.
A senator
I forgot
from your
about
state
that. The
introduced legislation based on a false narrative. Don't get me wrong. I think Rand Paul's looking for any reason to get rid of like no-knock warrants or like anything like that because libertarians and but like for say, and people are going, well, see, the senator's doing it. He's got to know something.
Is this stuff from her boyfriend's trial?
No, I don't.
I guess he didn't go to trial, but could it be from the investigation into his
which boyfriend? Current boyfriend or ex-boyfriend?
Current. I don't know, Nick. Like
because he was acquitted of shooting the one cop,
as he should be,
or they dropped charges or whatever it was.
Yeah,
but that information might have come from whatever was involved in.
Yeah, I mean, why would they drop the charges against him?
Because, dude, he just heard somebody busted in the front door and he shot.
If they announced it and they knocked, I mean, then
both he and Breonna Taylor did not. Well, I guess she can't. But according to him, neither one of them heard.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't hear anyone announce or anything. Which that's a strange hill to die on if that's what you're trying to do, because they had
stop right there.
They had a no-knock warrant, so like
right, but to claim that first you say they did knock because that's what the guy says, but then they're like yeah, but then be like, oh well, maybe they didn't hear it. Like, this is their knock right here. Here we ready?
Totally.
I mean, it's according to the DA, according to the grand jury's report, that they were pounding on the door so hard they woke up two neighbors, and two neighbors corroborated that.
Sure,
that they were pounding on the door so hard, saying Louisville police, that it woke up two of the neighbors, and they said, "Yeah, it woke us up. We heard them going, do Louisville police," and then they're like, and then they broke the door down.
Then why are they not arresting the boyfriend for shooting at the three cops?
Because he had no reason to understand who it was. He says that he didn't hear them announce that they were police,
and they can't prove otherwise.
It was self-defense, and they can't prove what he felt. He felt like he was in immediate, unavoidable danger of serious bodily harm or death, and he acted in self-defense, and they knew that they couldn't convict him. So,
I think Brutus says it right. None of it makes sense when we all are in a bad state when nothing can be trusted.
Yeah, and Aaron, to be 100% clear, like I want that information that you're talking about. Like I want that. I just haven't seen it. All I've seen is media reports. I haven't seen the FBI come out with data.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, the FBI was saying it was different, but I'm looking for it right now. I'm currently looking for it.
Okay, cool. Because I'm definitely interested. I know you're defensive, but I swear to God, like I'm very interested in what you're saying.
Right, but when you may be interested, but when you make like certain little comments,
no, it's not that. It's just we haven't seen it, and I've been looking because my mom. I was listening to that talking. I'm like, what the?
It's fine, but
you're like, yeah. Well, the FBI said where? Because I want to see this.
Listen,
and I don't trust you.
But listen, when you say something, and then not in a certain tone, but with a little backhanded statement behind it, then I start taking it personal.
You're specifically referring to "That's the hill you want to die on," and that's because
that was one of them. That was one of them.
I was like, hold off right there, because like it was a no-knock warrant. They were doing what the judge granted them the authority to do. So like, don't make that the sticking point, is what I was trying to say.
No, I understand, but it goes all these. And look, I don't fucking trust. I don't trust the DA. I don't trust the DA because they benefit the city. That's who they're working for. Because if in fact, I think they
already settled a $12 million fine.
Right. But there's still civil lawsuits. There's still police reforms that need to go into play. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could happen beyond that. But if they were like, oh well, they did the right thing, they weren't in the wrong with what happened. Just this one road cop who made a mistake, then it's completely different.
Either.
Unless they say it's a systemic issue with the police force that they go rogue.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know where it lies. I've heard so many different things, and now I don't believe any of them.
Right. I don't trust anyone at this point.
Agreed. However, if the DA is on TV flat out lying, like...
Our president goes on TV flat out lying, so I don't trust anybody. Our senators are on TV flat out lying. Anyone in the political positions out there flat out lying. I don't trust anybody.
I completely 100% agree with that. Ryan, am I in time for a... but dude, Kentucky, Louisville, how the do you say that?
I thought it was Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
Yeah, you have to say a Louisville, and you really enunciate that S. Put a lot of emphasis on it.
Yeah, okay. It's Louisville.
Hilarious comment right here. Aaron, I appreciate your opinions. Signed, Sean. That's not what I said, though. I mean, basically. FBI investigation into Breonna Taylor case continues even after grand jury indicts officer. Yeah, that's what I found when I was looking it up. Yeah. See, this is why media is the f***ing enemy, man.
Yeah, you know what? The best way to just clear your head. Here's the problem with the media. Okay, when the media starts making you emotionally angry, then it's time to turn it off, because it's not informing you. It's not enlightening you. It's not teaching you the news. It's manipulating you, dude. That's when you turn that off.
And that's all they do now. It's no longer reporting the news. Now it's manipulating the masses. We see that in the video that has like hundreds of newscasters across the nation saying the exact same words in the exact same way at the exact same rate.
Mm-hmm.
Like that scares me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Would you say, Aaron, that
no
mainstream media is the enemy to the people and to freedom?
I say editorialized media is the enemy to the people, and that's what 90% of what 24-hour news cycles are these days. Very little news, lots of editorials, lots of opinions, and that's what people thrive on. People, and I said this the other day. You put 10 people in a room, and those 10 people will be hard pressed to find a leader, but they can all pick someone they hate, and that's what will bind them together.
Totally, dude. Yes, we are very tribal. 100%. But so you said editorialized media, and then you right after that said, which is what all the mainstream media is these days.
I said 90% of the media is. I mean, there is news out there. You just have to find it. You have to go to a trusted source that is not biased, which is hard to find.
I agree.
Well, they're all biased.
Where do you go for your unbiased news?
I don't listen to the news anymore,
dude. I know. That is good. Like that is the best thing that I think you could possibly do.
The closest I get to the news is I say in the morning when I wake up, I'm like, okay, Google, good morning. And it just reads me the headlines. So I know what to expect outside and what the temperature is, and then I go about my day.
Yeah. But I think what you're saying is, in parentheses, most media is the enemy.
What I'm saying is I don't care. Yeah. All right. Well, some of the media is the enemy. I'm not going to lie.
Fair enough. I like it. It's progress, my friend. But like people always ask, aren't you the media? I mean, no, like we're not news. We're commentators. We're entertainers, I think is what we are more than anything else. But yeah, like, and don't trust us. Like trusting us and not trusting CNN is exactly what the problem is. Like, don't trust anybody. Verify your own. Like, honestly, my life without social media is amazing. I literally go through in the morning when I get to work and I look for anyone that commented on my posts or tagged me specifically. And then I shut that down unless I'm posting or commenting or replying. And then when I leave here, like it's over. And my life, God, everything's just better immediately. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
John, you guys are the media. I just said that.
and to be fair, I mean, we're whether you're out there listening to the truth or not truth, you're going to listen to what you want to hear, whether it's honest or not. And that's what, like, someone could like lay down some truth bombs. You'd be like, I don't care. I like this person. I don't care. I don't like this person more so than not. I'd rather not vote for this person because I don't care whether the person I like has all this truth. So I'm not going to listen to it because I don't like the other guy enough that it doesn't matter to me. So all what it boils down to is you're going to be who you are. Stop. Just turn the news off. Turn it off. Leave us on, but turn all the other news stuff off.
Correct pronunciation is Louisville. Just like Louisville Slugger, I think.
I thought it was the Louisville Slugger.
Did Sean just tell us all to go to Kentucky to find out for ourselves? Okay, Kyle. Tim K says 5 months without social media was without social media was brilliant. Jokic says, do you still check your Grindr account? That's not true. I hear you, Aaron, and I don't wanna. Don't wanna what?
Hear me.
Oh, that's harsh. I didn't even realize that I was setting that up. Right.
That's it. I don't care. I don't listen to other people either.
Aaron, that was a good conversation.
I agree.
It was good.
I just feel bad for Louisville.
I got friends in Kentucky, and they say Louisville, but they don't really speak English, so I don't know.
I feel bad for them. I mean, God, guys, you're burning down your backyard. I guess you for doing it, and you're you know.
That's my whole thing. It's like you're gonna burn down. You're burning down where you live. Like, you're real dumb.
You're where you eat, folks. Not a good decision there.
Don't get water downstream from where you.
Yeah. Or where you bury the bodies because it'll get a lot of lye in it.
Yeah, they're walking upstream from where they live to take a and it don't work that way.
Look at one says this. It's called Jesus Lou Jew Ivile. Billy.
Liu Iville.
Billy. There's an E on the end.
Louisville. No, that's my friends that live there. They say Lovell.
I mean, if you were trying to do it like phonetically, you would not add the L-E on the end.
Well, let me get a mouthful of water and I'll say it like they do. Lovell.
It sounded like you were nursing on Jeremy's nipples.
Jeremy is not entertained. Louisville. I don't think that's how they say it. Dude, when we were at NRA, every
Love Lovell.
Yeah. Love L.
Okay, so John R. Learn how to write phonetically. It would be L-U, Lou, E-H, and Ville would be V-I-L. Louisville. Not Louisville or I don't know. Louisville.
Tonight is a crazy night when we're recording this Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. We will see what tomorrow brings, folks, and that is going to do it for tonight. Join a gun-related advocacy group. The suicide prevention line is 1-800-273-8255. We're here live every week on Mondays and Wednesdays, on demand every single day. Go to welikeshooting.com/show to subscribe. Join the gun cult. It's very important. Next week is Double Tap episode 171. We released a new vlog today. We're going to do a vlog series. And it's on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/We Like Shooting. So far, all the feedback has been phenomenal. So go check that out and let us know what you think. Thanks for listening. Get some medical training and
Louis Vile.
level.
Wait, I was like, Jonathan R. was like, the guy who pronounces two butts is correcting my pronunciation, but it's robots.
Oh, yeah, robots. Never mind you, Aaron. Takes over and ends the show smooth. I do love you, Aaron. No, Sean Mo. What's that mean, dude?
Listen, even though people hate me, I love you guys. I don't care. I love you. Doesn't affect me.
Like you said, it's tough to find the leader, but they'll always find somebody to pick on.
Yeah, they really will.
They will. On
Lobo.
Level.
Lobo. Like John Lovell? Does he have amazing hair in that state?
LUVEL. Level. That's the title of the show.
Okay. Should I just have just a big picture of fire?
Yes, please.
Did you think that show was worth $1? Help the cast by visiting lovewls.com.